stop scrolling, take a second and look at this name, LeBron James. For more than 20 years, this name has been untouchable, automatic, guaranteed. So when the list dropped and his name wasn't where it was supposed to be, the NBA world froze. No warning, no explanation, just silence. And that silence hit harder than any headline. Fans didn't just question it, they lost their minds. Was this disrespect? Was this politics? Or was this the moment the league quietly decided to move on? Because here's the scary part. This wasn't about stats. This wasn't about effort. This wasn't even about basketball. This felt personal. And if LeBron James can be questioned, what does that say about everyone else? Tonight, we're not just talking about a snub, we're talking about a shift, one that could change how the NBA looks at legends forever. The moment didn't come with drama, no countdown, no breaking alert, no warning at all. It came quietly, a list went live, fans scrolled through it casually until they stopped, because something felt off. One name wasn't where it had been for more than 20 years. LeBron James. At first there was confusion. People refreshed their screens, checked again, then again. This had to be a mistake, because this wasn't a role player. This wasn't a borderline decision. This was the foundation of an era. For 2 decades, LeBron's presence in moments like this felt automatic, not because of favoritism, but because of dominance, because every generation of the NBA had been shaped by him. And now, nothing. No explanation, no context. Just absence, and that absence spoke louder than any headline ever could. Social media didn't erupt with debate at first, it froze. How is this possible? When did this happen? Who made this call? Fans weren't even angry, they were stunned. Because LeBron wasn't fading, he wasn't invisible. He wasn't hanging on for relevance, he was still producing, still leading, still commanding attention every time he stepped on the floor. So the question shifted. It wasn't about whether LeBron deserved it, it became something far more unsettling. How does the NBA reach a moment where LeBron James can be left out without explanation? That's when this stopped being about basketball. This felt symbolic. For years, LeBron represented stability in a league built on constant change. Rules evolved, styles shifted, stars came and went, but he remained. And suddenly, that certainty was treated like an option. Fans started connecting dots. Was this about age? Was this about narrative fatigue? Was this the league quietly redirecting the spotlight? Because whether people wanted to admit it or not, this moment didn't feel accidental. It felt intentional, not loud, not confrontational, just deliberate. And that's what made it uncomfortable. Because legends don't usually disappear in dramatic fashion, they fade when the story decides it's time to move on. And for the first time, fans were forced to confront a difficult reality. This wasn't just a snub. This was the NBA testing what life looks like without its greatest constant. And once that door opens, even slightly, the entire league feels different. The shockwave didn't stop with the announcement. It spread, fast, loud, and relentless. Social media exploded. Analysts debated endlessly. Fans argued with strangers online, sometimes strangers who had never even watched LeBron play, and almost instantly, the conversation split in two. Some called it a disrespectful snub. Others called it a sign of a new era. And strangely enough, both sides were right. Because here's the truth, all-star voting has never been only about stats. It's about visibility. It's about momentum. It's about who dominates the conversation in this exact moment. And this season, that spotlight has never been more crowded. Every night, highlights flash across phones, apps, and networks. Every rising star is fighting for attention. Every vote is a snapshot of now, not history. And for longtime fans, that reality hit like a punch in the chest. LeBron wasn't overlooked because he stopped performing. He was overlooked because the narrative moved faster than ever. Because in today's NBA, instant hype can rival decades of legacy. Younger stars dominate timelines, new faces capture headlines, and suddenly, a career defined by 20 years of dominance is competing with the flashiest highlight of the week. The emotions ran high. Shock, frustration, anger, sadness. Some fans felt betrayed. Some felt powerless, and some, quietly, felt awe. Because while the league shifted around him, LeBron remains the standard. The NBA didn't just snub a player, it sent a subtle, almost daring message. Change is coming. The game is evolving. The next generation is rising. And that tension between past and present is electric. This moment didn't just divide fans, it exposed the heart of the league itself. The All-Star Game is more than a roster. It's storytelling, it's drama, it's spectacle. And this season, the story has shifted. It's no longer about honoring legends. It's about capturing the pulse of the moment. Who excites fans today? Who dominates headlines now? That doesn't diminish LeBron. Far from it. It elevates the stakes. It forces fans and the league to confront reality. The king still rules the court, but the narrative is evolving around him. And the emotional reaction was instant. Comments poured in. Disrespect. How dare they? LeBron has earned this. But others countered. It's a new era. The league can't live in the past. Focus on what's happening now. And that, right there, is the tension. Is this a snub, or is it a reflection of an NBA in motion? Because when history meets the present, the result is never calm. It's conflict, it's drama, it's suspense, and fans are left holding their breath, wondering how LeBron will respond. Because one thing is clear, the NBA can evolve, it can shift, it can spotlight new stars, but the conversation will always circle back to him, the king, the standard, the benchmark. And in that emotional clash between past glory and present momentum, the suspense only grows, game by game, highlight by highlight. The tension hasn't faded. Fans are still debating. Social media is alive with arguments. And the league? It's quietly watching, waiting to see how history responds. Because one thing is undeniable, LeBron James has never responded to doubt with words. He responds with action. Every time someone questioned him, doubted him, or tried to write him off, he proved them wrong. Not with interviews, not with press conferences, but on the court through pure, unrelenting dominance. And that's why this moment matters. This all-star snub, the debate, the outrage, it's not a setback, it's fuel. Pure, unfiltered motivation. When LeBron steps on the court next, every move will carry the weight of this moment. Every drive, every dunk, every pass, every highlight will scream, you can't ignore greatness. This is the power of LeBron James. He has defined eras, shaped generations, and yet, even now, he refuses to be sidelined in the story of the present. This moment, as shocking as it feels, is also a reminder of who he is. Legends don't fade quietly. They don't bow out politely. They rise. They dominate. They demand respect on their own terms. And that's the suspense. As much as the league evolves, as much as new stars shine, as much as narratives shift, LeBron remains the standard. The king. The benchmark. The measure of greatness. Fans can debate. The media can speculate. No vote can erase what he's accomplished. And that brief moment of being overlooked? It only sharpens him. It ignites something deeper. It fuels a fire that no highlight reel, no news cycle, no criticism can extinguish. This isn't just basketball. It's resilience. It's determination. It's the emotional journey of someone who refuses to be diminished. This is the heart of LeBron James. So, was he snubbed? Yes. But was he defeated? Absolutely not. In fact, this moment could be one of the most defining of his career. A reminder that even in an evolving league, the greatest can still command the narrative. And as fans, we are witnessing something rare. The clash of past and present. The drama of legacy meeting the future. The thrill of watching a living legend respond, not with words, but with performance. The king is still here. The king is still dominant. And the world is still watching, holding its breath, waiting for the next chapter. Because with LeBron James, the story is never over. It's only getting more intense.